some information. Yesterday was all good because we had the Anatomy High School, and remember that Miss Anatomy High is coming up. I don't remember the date, but them things sell off some November 2nd or 22nd. Which one? 2nd. All right, big up to Anatomy High School. Yeah, good morning to teachers and staff, everyone inside of Anatomy St. Mary. You know, it's Fire Safety Week, and what better way to do it than to have somebody from the fire department to tell us a little bit about what's going on for the week. So, I'm not going to hold the show because we promised to get mad, and I'm going to tell you, trust me. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Mr. Baker.
All right, just tell the listeners your name. I nearly some viewers, you know, because you know we work inside of two different media. But just tell the listeners your name.
I'm Wendell Patterson, a district officer in charge of fire prevention for the parish of Portland.
All right. We know that it is Fire Safety Week. What is so important about Fire Safety Week?
Okay. What happened in our Fire Safety Week, the Jamaica Fire Brigade showed all the parishes we intensify our educational activity at this time. Seeing that our history shows where in 1871, October, was the first fire service, organized fire service in the island. And we take that time every year to celebrate our Fire Safety Awareness Week. And we intensify all our educational activities throughout the parishes of Jamaica.
All right. One other thing, let's look at fire safety, how important it is, because we have some people out there, as there was this conversation we had some time ago where we said that some people don't really take it serious until.
Yes, it is natural. Persons are always saying, well, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing all of these practices and nothing has happened, so nothing will change. But the way in which you conduct yourself in terms of how you go about safety within the home, in your workplace, or at play is very important. As it relates to fire safety, just by the way in which you do burn your rubbish in open space can cause a fire. Leaving your electric irons on, plugging too much appliances in one circuit can cause a fire. Having your appliances that are heat generated, having not enough space for circulation of air can also cause a fire. And persons normally, we know that JPS, persons are always complaining about JPS. What they do, they tend to share electricity sometimes, and this can overload the circuitry and cause person's house to be destroyed.
All right. Before we go any further, I always have a new one for you because people don't see this as a way that we can have fire. We have the phone chargers that they leave in overnight regardless of phone is not connected.
Yes, and that same question always came up. It's not very new. What happened is that persons just leave the phone chargers, plug in the socket. Whenever the phone run down, the batteries run down, they just come and just plug it in and then they take it out. With all electrical appliances, they can malfunction. And just by being inside that socket with electricity running through it, there can be some surge in electrical current. It can malfunction and the heat can generate so much that it melts the insulation of that charger and it can cause a fire. And then you're saying, well, we didn't leave anything inside the house or everything was plugged out, there's nothing that could have started the fire. It is important that any electrical device that is not necessary to be left plugged in, whenever you're leaving your home, you plug it out or when not in use.
All right, one other thing we always look at is if there's a fire, this person come and say, all right, oh gosh, my bird paper inside, my you know, some important documents, my laptop inside, and they want to run for it. What's the danger with this?
Okay. And this is where we emphasize at all times, persons must have an emergency plan. An emergency plan will take into consideration all your important documents that you have to put them in a secure place, ready to be removed in case of an emergency. You must have a plan in case there's a fire or any other emergency within the home. Once that plan is in place, all in the home should know about this plan. You must have a designated area that you are going to assemble, and whenever that, you must test that plan and to see where in which you can make any adjustments so that it is safe for each and every one. Now, should a fire occur, the first thing in your plan is to get everyone outside, because at the Jamaica Fire Brigade we believe first in saving lives and then property, and then we also render humanitarian services. Now, saving your life is key, and just to add, it is important for you to have what is known as a smoke detector within your home, within your sleeping area. Once there is any smoke that is detected, it will give off an alarm, and that will signal you that you need to get outside. Now, once you are outside, on your way out, we recommend that you close the doors to contain the fire. Once you're outside, call the brigade, and you must know the number to your nearest fire station. And for the persons in Port Antonio area, I can tell you it's 993-2525. Once you're outside, you should not go back inside for anything. So, if it's your important papers, your documents, values that you have on your way out, take it out. But if it's going to keep you inside, we recommend that you ensure that you get out safely. Call the brigade, call a neighbor, and do not go back inside for anything.
All right, let's look at buildings without fire extinguisher.
We at the Jamaica Fire Brigade and the Fire Prevention Division, we do inspections of buildings, public buildings, and we recommend for the fire protection appliances such as fire extinguishers, smoke alarms, fire alarm systems, sprinkler systems, and so on, for the entity to be safe for the occupancy of the public. Now, it is important for exit ways also. For the extinguishers, you must have the appropriate extinguisher inside that building. You must be able for the workers of the building to handle that extinguisher. So you don't want a huge one that the persons are not able to handle. And it must be appropriate in terms of the medium of extinction. Alright, the extinguishing medium that is contained inside of it.
Alright, how important it is though, because we might just have some workplace that even a small man with a small business, him still don't see it fit to have a fire extinguisher.
Yes, and this is where I can tell you, Mr. Baker, persons are willing to spend a lot of money on their businesses, their property, and so on. You spend $20 million per se to build up your business, but when it comes down to spend even $100,000 to protect that investment that you make, they find it reluctant. They don't see the necessity of it, because they're saying that, hey, no fire now going to occur, nothing in here so for burn or so on. But there's a risk also for your business to be delayed in terms of production. It is a risk if you don't have the appropriate fire extinguishers. Just maybe a little like one of your equipment just sparks out of overheating, and if you grab your fire extinguisher and put that out, it protects the other.
Saves a lot.
So it is important for you to have these measures in. If we have not been to your establishment, we recommend also that you just give us a call and we'll come in, and what we're there for is basically to ensure that you are operating in a safe environment and protecting your investment.
Alright, before we go to the activities that you have for the week, because we know that it starts in Sunday, right?
Actually, it started from Saturday.
Saturday, wow. Alright, the thing, what about sensitizing kids, that the whole works of fire? And is it that we were talking about the extinguisher thing? What is it on transportation? Because we have some vehicles out there that still, the owners of these vehicles still don't see it fit to have a fire extinguisher.
Yes, it is a requirement for all public passenger vehicle to have a fire extinguisher inside their vehicle. All right? As it relates to kids, children are vulnerable. Also, the disabled and the aged. And we have taken the initiative all over the island to visit schools, community groups. We have gone into business entities on a regular basis. If you have a club, we go into the police youth clubs, all clubs, and we sensitize them on various means of fire safety. Kids must not be left alone at home. Children must always be monitored by an adult, and a responsible adult as well. Oftentimes we see it on the news where children are the age lost their life in fires. And I am saying, if you have a smoke detector or a fire extinguisher, this can make your business and your home safer. So we implore persons, reach out, listen, we are coming into your community, we are giving you the information, it is free, take it, it may save your life and save the life of a loved one.
Alright, before we close from the interview, tell us about the activities you have, some of them gone and what you have to come.
Okay, our Fire Safety Awareness Week begins this year, the 26th, that's Saturday the 26th of October, and it goes through until the 2nd of November. We started off by, of course, invoking the presence and the blessings of the Lord, and the National Service was held in Kingston, that's Kencott Seventh-day Adventist Church. We heard that everyone should be included. So we go individually in the parishes. On Sundays, we go to another church service in the parish. On Monday, the activities continue island-wide. In every parish that you go, the fire safety crews will be out there in their numbers. On Monday, we have our opening ceremony at the fire station. And we invite schools to come in and tour the stations and so on. On today, Tuesday, we will be going into the Long Road and Manchneil community. And we'll be walking house to house and giving out safety tips. We'll be handing out pamphlets to persons, giving them safety tips, showing them different means and ways in which they can get their home fire safe. Tomorrow, we'll be going right across the island. Right across the parish. And we will be randomly doing some fire drills. So, look out. We might come to your establishment, your schools, wherever. We will be going into places and doing some random fire drills. However, we have our big celebration at Junction in St. Elizabeth, where all stocks will be brought out. We will be showcasing all the things that the fire brigade does, all what we do in terms of rescue. We'll be showing all of the units that we use. We'll be showing off different means of rescuing persons, all the artifacts that we have. We'll be showing our emergency medical services, our fire prevention, our operational techniques, and so on. On Thursday, in Portland, we will be going to an open day, and that's a cultural. We'll be partnering with the Senior Citizen Association, and we'll be going out at Folly Oval. They have their open day, or their cultural day, and we'll be there. We also have invited fire safety companies, because a lot of time we go in and we say, persons need to have a fire extinguisher, they need to have a smoke detector. But persons are saying, where can we get this to buy? So we have invited the safety companies to come in, and they're going to display all the different type of devices that they have, their products that can make your home safer. If you have a fire extinguisher and it has been exhausted, come and get it refilled. Alright, so we'll be out at Folly on Thursday. On Friday, we'll be having our big simulation exercise. Just to let you know that we have taken the initiative of training community-based organizations on fire safety in terms of being a fire safety wardens. And we have done training in Swift River, in Ginger House, Manchineal, Fellowship. We have done training in Skibo, all over the parish. But we have done some training in Swift River this year, and we are going to test them on the capabilities. So we are going to have a simulation exercise in Swift River at the Bloomfield Primary School. Alright, so we're going to test them and see what they have learned. On Saturday, which is the finale, we have our firefighters ball, which will be held at the Sunset Jamaica Grand, Ocho Rios. Persons who are interested can contact any fire station. You can come and see how the firefighters celebrate and relax. Alright?
So it's gonna be a real party, so I'm gonna get on my suits here and get ready.
Yes.
Alright, thank you very much for passing through, and I do hope that the public had a lot of information, but I know there's always something you want to say to the public finally.
Yes, just two things finally. Just to let you know that our theme for this year is fire prevention, our priority. Not just the fire brigade's priority, but each and every individual's priority. Alright? Just to give you a bit of statistics before I go. Last year we have, from January to October, 310 calls. 216 were genuine calls. 38 of those were false calls. This year we have 119, and that is in the parish of Portland. 119 calls, and 91 of those were genuine. 21 is false. Now, we have seen a trend that it's decreasing. We're happy for that. What we want to know is that these false calls, persons, please, we're begging you, do not give the fire brigade false call. What this does, it sends us out to other areas, and it might be your home that is on fire.
Well, hold on, I don't want to stop you, but I just look at the part. All right, somebody call, a prank call, and you move out, and then a genuine fire.
Exactly. Because let me just give a scenario. Someone call and give us a false call to 30 miles out of the parish. On our way, we can meet in an accident with another vehicle. You understand? It might be your loved one in there. It might be you in there. Your house, somebody you know, house might be on fire, and we are 30 miles out. So these things hampers the response time for us. It also wastes resources, and it put us at risk and put other persons at risk. So we are employing persons. Please do not give us any false call.
All right, thank you very much for passing through. And Chung is saying he want to know which buy sell the ticket because he want got a bar. So let me hope that you did get a lot of information right there. Yeah, please, please, please. Remember the fighting, easy, I know, because guess what? I remember, I think it was earlier this year, I was at work, and somebody called me and told me that my place is on fire. Now, trust me, I could have focused, I could have done anything, only to find out that it was a building next to where I live. And trust me, the feeling's not easy at all, people.
My girl